Hi, everyone. Welcome to Snack and Chat. I am so excited you're here or you're watching. Woo! It is Saturday. A little cloudy out, but hey, Saturday. I'm so excited. I'm always excited, but I'm glad that you're here and I'm glad that you're watching. And we are still delving into Google Apps for Littles, right? I like it a lot. It's quite interesting. And this week we're going to talk about creating a weather chart. I think it's really cool for us to have a weather chart for our kids to do that gives them time, well, agency in what they learn. We can't just keep telling them it's sunny outside. They should be able to tell us it's sunny outside, and they should be able to graph how many days it's sunny outside. So when I saw this in the book, I definitely thought we need to talk about it. So let me see if I can pull it up. No, I should have did this before, but let's see. Because I really like it. Hey, Dina. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the weather chart I'm talking about because it is awesome, and with a little creativity, we can definitely do it. So, application window. And we're going to share. All right. Let's see if I can make this big enough so everybody can, so y'all can see it. This. All right. So here is the weather chart. I like it, and I like that we can, rearrange it a little bit, but our kids can do that, and they can track the weather, and it can be like part of our morning message or our morning meeting. Hey, Sophia. See, it's all crooked. So here it is. I'm definitely thinking that we can do this, and our kids would love it. I know. And I looked at it, and it looks to be pretty easy to create. And like it can be used over and over and over again. We can do one for each month, and they can learn. They can bone up their counting too. And the other one I like was this one, the little bears. Hello, Elaine. I like the bears and them graphing the bears on top of it all. So after they count the bears, they do it themselves. So I have to figure this out. I will play with this definitely because I think this is pretty cool, and I know that our kids can do it. I just can't wait. I want them to be able to learn new things, and I think that it's not too difficult for them to learn how to do, and it's not too difficult for us to learn how to do, and we can definitely, make it more difficult or things. All right, so let me show you. Let me see if I can show you. I looked at the web page for this because they gave their create your own weather chart tutorial right here. And it's actually a YouTube video. It's kind of boring because our voice is very monotone, but it's definitely something worth looking at where we can do this ourselves. And in the book, there's also instructions on it. So I'll probably scan the page and then I'll put it in the Google Classroom for us so we can do it ourselves. Let me create another video. Let's see. Can we clear? Woo, see, that's it. It's the ChristinePinto.com create weather chart. I liked it. It was, like I said, the video was super boring because it was monotone. I haven't even finished watching it yet, but I like it for our kids. And it brings me to my next favorite book that I just bought. Watch. All right, let me see. All right. All right, so here's the book I just bought us. Project-Based Learning Made Simple. I am all about project-based learning. I learned about it 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah. And it's a way for to teach our kids 21st century skills and have it mean something, not just worksheets. And they have a project in here for create like a science channel where they can like graph the weather and make a video of it, which is super awesome. Who doesn't like making videos and cartoons and stuff, even the little ones? So let me see if I can find the page. As you can see, all my little tabs already. I'm trying hard not to write in this book. Never mind that I already have a copy of this book on my Kindle. Okay, so where is it? So there's called Weather Related Tragedy, and then the science channel. So the class, here it is, the class science channel. So it's like so we can use this with the weather channels. How can we teach people around the world about the awesome power of science? Isn't that cute? And it could be like the weather, very simply the weather. Like, how can we create a weather channel for our school or for our students? Yes. Yes, dude. But yeah, my tabs are no joke. I've been trying hard not to write in the book. I'm like, I gotta keep this book clean. I have got to keep it clean for the peoples. Can't let people borrow books if I got it all highlighted up and marked up. So I have to keep it. So, like, this is a new one that I got for us. And like there's in this book, there's tabs. See, now you got me talking about tabs, all my 50 million tabs. Everything in this book for reading, writing, science, social studies, math. So anything. So like I said, I like it. If you want to borrow it, please let me know, because my printer came. I'm so excited. My scale came. So now I can actually ship out books without going to the, wait in line at the post office. It's beautiful. Can't wait for that part. And so let me get back to the other book. So Google Apps for Littles. Yeah. I do. I tab like, I'm still waiting for the my shipment of Post-it from UPS. Staples lost it, and so now they got to replace it. I will have tabs everywhere. All right, so we got creating our own weather chart. Did y'all see the video where I did the Google drawing and the word art? Because that's a good one. Yeah. I love that one. Did you see the one the video where I did the drag and drop? Because I'm looking at that and I'm trying to. Okay, here's the thing. When I'm a class assistant, I don't do the math portion of the day because it's my lunchtime. So I'm mostly focused on reading and writing. And the drag and drop thing was like a new one. And, the word art thing would be more for me than anybody else, because that's what I focus on. But I got a feeling I'm going to be touching math a lot this year. And so I want to get as much math stuff as possible. And then, who knows? Like, I saw in this 6 that they have stuff like leaves, like manipulate the leaves and stuff. What? So it's like it's like the drag and drop thing again. And you can actually make it, apparently what they're saying is that it'll automatically fill in the number of leaves in the graphing chart, which means I'm really going to play with this, because I'm trying to figure out what is the best way to teach our kids. And this book is fun for it. And I like this for counting. Like my kids are like a little more ahead, like they're on addition, subtraction. Some are coasting almost into multiplication, but not quite. So we do have a couple, I don't know who I got this year, that's the scary part, who may be in, have to go all the way back to counting. So we're going to see. Ooh, building a virtual word wall. Yes. So here we go. Wait, let me go back. Let's go back. All right. I saw it. Where I see it at? So I think it's in the writing section. See, collaborative. Oh, there's more math stuff back in the back. Still, templates. I think I did see one for, they did one for a magnetic poetry, which is close. And it's a template for that one, which we can pretty much adapt to make a word wall. Let me see. Shakespeare. Okay. Students can drag word from the word bank. I like when people throw me off. That makes me think better. And it gives me, makes my brain fun. All right. So I was kind of glancing at this before because I didn't do poetry last year. Of course, we weren't there last year. But, I would have probably done this year. But I'm quite sure if we can do the way they do the magnetic poetry is the same way that we can do a word wall. And it's like what did they use for this one? Magnetic draw words. You can do it in Google Drawing or in Google Slides. So like if you go to Google Slides, let me see if I can pull one up real quick. If you go to Google Slides, on the outside of the sheet, you can put the words there and you can just lock it in. Let me see. Not Google Slides. Yeah, you can just lock the words onto the site. Let me see. I wonder if anything else is in this book. I'm still playing with this book. Maps. I saw the map thing. Google Earth is pretty cool. Going back to basics for maps, supporting mathematics. That's still shapes and stuff. Personalizing feedback. Look at that later. All right, let me see here. Come on, Outdoors Internet. All right, so let's do a blank one. All right, let me put you to the side for a second. All right, so let's see if I can do this. If you do it in Google Slides, I think it'll be faster and easier. Delete. Share my screen. Love to share the screen. There we go. All right, so make it like a blank slide and then close this down. Go away. Along the sides where the gray area is, you can either make that where they can put the words, you can put the virtual word wall there, or you can make the whole slide a picture and then do it that way. And then download it and then re-upload it. So it's like, or you can do Canva. That's my other favorite spot. So if I wanted to make this a word wall, Here's word art is up here. So if they put like cat, give me a pretty word, and I can put all of my words on here, and then you download it as a picture. And then when you download it as a picture, let's say you, I'm going to cheat and do a new slide. Not that, tab. I need a new slide. All right, so then what I can do is I can just make it go to the background and upload it as a background picture. I said 2 cats and a turtle. I play all day. So yeah, so that's one way we can do it. That's one way to do it. And if you want to do a lot of words, oh wait, is it in this book? I saw something that'll definitely help us out, but that I saw that was really good besides the magnetic poetry and the that. Where is it? Where is it? Weather chart. It had it where it was. Of course not. They won't. They have it. Oh, where is it? Where you can Google. Oh, I forgot about Google Keep. It is not that. Oh, you do know. I forgot to tell you in this book, which is lovely. It tells us that there is an app that will read the words out loud. What's it called? It's a Chrome extension. It's called Read and Write for Google. Let me share the screen. All right, it's called. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Read and Write. You can't see it. It would help if I shared my screen, right? Yeah. Let me show you. I got to show it to you in the screen so you can see it. Now, go back, share screen, then application. There we go. So this one, the Read and Write, it's a Google extension, and it'll read the text out loud to them. So, what? I saw that one. There was one called Fluency Tutor, but that wasn't free, so I'm looking for the free version of that one. But where's the storyboards? They had one in here where you can make like flashcards. It's a Google app. Trust. Okay, so Scavenger Hunt. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Sophia. I just, I don't like being thrown out in the middle of the wolves, and it makes me stubborn. I keep looking and looking and looking and looking because I don't want to. And I don't like doing a bunch of worksheets because nobody does them. I don't. I'm not even gonna lie. I would look at him like, yeah. When I was a kid, I look at him like, all right. So what answer do you really want on here? And then that's gonna be, I'm gonna give you the answer, and I want you to leave me alone. Did I learn anything? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Text boxes. So this is a scavenger hunt. So some of the kids can do this definitely. But we can set this up, like I can make this a worksheet, and all they had to do is fill in a word or find a picture. What? This is like easy, super easy, but challenging. So it would start with like at words, and they would have to find all the words that have at in them, and then they copy and paste it. Okay, let's lefty turn. Nope, that doesn't work that way. There we go. All All right, yeah. So if you have the at words and see on the other page is the bat, cat, sad. I think that is definitely doable for our kids. And like this would be a good way for the word wall. This is all Google. It's Google Sheet. I mean, yeah, no, not sheets, slides. These are the Google slides, and we can set this up ahead of time where on the side of like each presentation, we can put on the left in the gray areas of the PowerPoint, we can put a word bank or pictures, and then they can just match them up. And if they can type, they can type. If they can't, just holding and, dragging it over would be nice. So that is one way. And like I said, one day I'm going to do a tour of my library here because I also like this. They have scavenger hunts in this book for shapes and numbers, and it's really simple to just put it together for each other. And I like that. Like, we can definitely do all of this. And I know our teachers are going to want to have like a whole bunch of worksheets because I was at PFT3, and one of the teachers was trying to figure out how to convert worksheets faster. And I was like, oh, why don't you try project-based learning? And she said that her population can't do that. And I'm trying to figure out how and why not, because everybody can do project-based learning, but you just have to try. But anyway, let me tell you other books I have. I have Implementing. Turn off this. Go away. I have Implementing Project-Based Learning in Early Childhood Education. I went on a Brian spree. Excuse me. This one, Interactive Class. This has a list of just about every tool for technology. What? You always borrow it. Then, what's the other fun one I bought for us? This one? Control-Alt-Achieve. Rebooting the classroom with Google Project. Yeah, yes, that's what she said. Yeah, that's what she said. And I was like, oh, really? Oh, really? Watch me find a book for it. Some teachers don't really, they can't think that far. They think that, the only way they're going to be able to learn is through a worksheet, not something that's meaningful. Like, I was like, come on now. That just made me want to do more books and find more stuff and prove I'm wrong. Yeah. And then the other one I have is this one. Well, a couple more, but Assistive Technology in Special Education. What? So this book right here, yes, it is definitely for us. My nieces, I have one niece and two nephews who are all autistic, and yeah, I'm not okay with that. And the funny thing with them is like they're not behind, they're gifted. So a lot of times teachers don't know what to do with them either. They're like, what am I supposed to do with them? Teach them. They're not like, teach them? What do you mean? What are you supposed to do with them? Teach them. They can understand. You have this one. I just saw this one. I was like, ooh. I haven't been through it yet. I'm like that meme where you remember that meme where the guy and the girl is walking, the other girl walk past and his head turns back. Yeah, that's me when it comes to different books. So I can't finish a book because I have so many of them here. And every time I buy a new book, I skim through it, and then it's like you gotta go finish the first book. How are you going to finish the second? Get to the second one. So, like I said, I have the Google Apps for Littles, and I think for the first, I'm trying to think of what should we really work on for the first week of school, because it's like if you have like my class is 6th, 7th, and 8th, it is good. I was skimming through it. It had so much information in it. It had so much information. So, so I'm thinking we need to plan for the first week, like the first. You had to. I have a short attention span. I mean, I'll read and read and read. It's like, ooh, there's a rabbit hole. There's another book for me, and there's another one, and there's another one. Next thing you know, I got 15 books stacked up, and I have not finished any of them. But then I go back to them like 2 months later, and I remember where I am. No bookmarks, which is weird. But we definitely, I think we should plan what we want to do our first week back. I'm not worried about with the kids because I know they're going to be learning new things. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can't go back, Sophia. We cannot go back. I mean, I'm gonna tell you a sad part. I wanted when I heard hybrid, I was a little excited, and that was only because I wanted to go back in just to teach my kids how to use the technology for real. And then I was like, all right, then we can go back out. I only need like 3-4 weeks, then we can go back out. I don't. I don't need to go. I don't need to stay. I don't need to stay. I just need to teach them because we weren't used to it. We weren't even really playing with it last year. Like it was like most like the corrective reading books and the corrective math workbooks. And we went from that to jumping straight into Google Classroom, and we're like, So that's why this year I'm kind of psychotically preparing, and I'm not sure what I'm doing. I just keep buying books and reading from that. Yeah, but we cannot go back. I like the differentiation that we can differentiate with the different books and the different resources. Like Newsella, I just saw Newsella. I heard about it, and I wanted to see if it was free first. And they have like articles that are really interesting, and then you can modify it. Like they'll bring it down reading level so they can read it, or they can read the story. Same thing with ReadWorks. That's the other good one. I have to work on math though, because like I said, I don't usually do math, but I think I'm going to do math this year. And I like, what else we got in chapter 6? I mean, chapter 6 was easy. It was pretty like, we just got to keep going. We cannot go back. We can't go back to the same. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, it's cheating our kids. It really is cheating our kids. And I don't think they would want to go back. They wouldn't, because it was like this new thing. And then we just go back to workbooks. I'd have been disappointed. I'd probably chuck the workbook across the room if I was them. It's like we have all this exciting stuff while we're at home and we're learning virtually. And then we come back to school and it was back to the boring stuff with the workbooks and filling out things. Yeah, kids can do it. Like if they are taught, and they need to be taught. And unfortunately, we might be the ones that are going to have to go around our teachers and teach them, because some might be stuck on the old way. They might be stuck on just, worksheets and workbooks and stuff like that. And thinking that the kids can't do it. Like I said, the lady said she was trying to fill out worksheets for the kids. Why? All this stuff and you want to do worksheets. So, oh, did I show you other answers? There's other stuff in this book, math stuff. So they had like you teach them how to do math strategies, and I like this one. It's called Share Your Strategy. Let me see. Can we see? Can we see? This is another Google extension, if I can find it. So it's called Share Your Strategy. Because, you know, you always got them stupid tests that make them people share stuff, like tell you how they did it. So the one they used was like, you know, it's 15 an odd or an even number. Put a bunch of dots or whatever it is on the page, and then they can group them in twos. Okay, our kids can definitely do that. If we just, even if we just have to teach them slow. We got to give them the opportunity. And I wish I had found this book earlier, but Google Apps for Littles, this will help us out a lot. Like they got one for using spreadsheet for answering questions for math, equations, sorting shapes. What? Look at this. I like this, sorting shapes. And also in my big book of project-based learning, I saw something that they have like math ones in here too, but it's this one that would go along with sorting shapes. Don't mind the coffee. Yes, we do. We do have the parents need to be taught too. And I know a lot of BCAs are having a lot of trouble with the ones that don't speak, like our ELL parents and immigrant parents, because they have to literally they have to translate all of it for them, and it's like they don't have the time. Yes, I have an old coffee pot. Like I just bought it, but I have a coffee pot. I am so old school. I know, right? I wish they would. And I think I like this one. So it's like a geometry art exhibit with the sorting shapes where they can make their own shapes with and make exhibits of triangles, squares, circles, you know, stuff like that. But I think I like this one. And for sharing, you know, the assignment, the one thing I liked about this book was when they talked about assignments. I like the parents' corner. I would have never thought of this. Like, see, here's one. The parents' corner. Like, why did we not think of this? It's like it explains what's going on, what questions to ask so they can participate too, and how to do it. And it doesn't take that much of a effort to do that. You know, and with Google, with the classroom, you can send emails if teachers wanted to. They could send emails to parents with a lesson already. Like this week we're doing A, B, and C. Yes, and yes, it's in Google Classroom. Let me see if I can find it. I mean, sometimes I wish we could go back and do it ourselves. You know, talk to parents sometimes. See, create a weekly newsletter. We can create a weekly newsletter. And then, especially with Google Translate, if parents are ELL, or, we can translate it into a different language and then just send it off to them. I think it would be helpful so they know what we're getting. And see, I mean, that would definitely work for our parents. And we're going to have to push our teachers. Like, my teacher wouldn't care. He'd be like, all right, whatever you want. But I think it would be helpful for them to know what's going on between the Google. What are thinking maps in here? What? Okay, I gotta focus. So we can do like a newsletter, because there's Google Sites too. Did you know every Google account has a Google Sites? So a Google Sites is it's a web page. Let me see if I can find it. But you can basically make your you can make a newsletter there. It has all of the information you need that's for parents, and it's. Let me see if I can find it on this one. Or do I have to go to my other one? Let me head over to my school district account, and I'll see if I can find Google Sites, because we all have one. We can put it in our Google Classroom, and then it's just a newsletter. It's like, hey, this is what we're doing this week. This is the month we're doing, and it's a way for them to be connected but not connected. I mean, they would know what's going on. Let's see, because I started mine, but I haven't really finished it. I kind of played with it, but not really. I'm not even gonna lie. Here it is. All right, let me see. I gotta go back to here, and I'm gonna stop this screen. All right, I'm gonna see if I can show it to you, our Google Sites that we can create ourselves. It's like, what? So here's the Google Sites, and like, you just hit create. It's very simple. It's our very own. So apparently there's a new updated version. Like, excuse me. But you can make a newsletter. Come on. And it can just be like an announcement in the Google Classroom. Oh, see? Nice and pretty. And so you can embed things. Here's the layouts. So we can like put like, this week we're studying. So we can do it that way. Let me see if I can show it to you. Now I gotta stop sharing this screen and start sharing the other screen. So here is the other site. This is what we can do ourselves. Like, well, not ourselves, but yeah, ourselves. So here is a Google Sites. So it's like, this week, hello. And then, like, what are we going to do here? Like, introducing ourselves to our classmates. We're going to learn what word collages. And then add a picture. We can do that. And it would, if we knew what we were planning in advance, we could always have it there, and they can always go back and look at it. We can actually use the Google Sites to make it a resource page. So it's like, how we can put videos on it, how to log in, how to, send an email, list materials. Yes, we can do that, and it'll be easy for them to be able to access to. We can put in an email. It can be translated if it needs to be translated, and we can take off some of the weight from our BCAs, and it'll be just. I mean, it'll. We can even teach the kids how to use it, but definitely it can be a preview to the week ahead. Like, all right, here's a video of what we're doing. Here's what's going on in classroom. Here's what's coming up. How to contact us. We're doing a project this week, or this month's project is on shapes. Or, all right, so for me, for September, the end of September, we're doing growth mindset with my book. I can't wait. My book's here. See, I gotta show you my book. Let me show you my book. Let me show you. Here's the book. Let me stop sharing the screen with this one. So here's my book. I love it. I'm so excited about this book. See. I'm using this for growth mindset because a lot of my kids do not read. It drives me insane. I am a book lover, and my children don't read. I can't take it. So we're starting with Carter reads the newspaper, and I would have on Google Sites, this is the books that we're reading, because September is growth mindset and getting to know each other. And in October, we're learning about immigration and why and how people immigrate. Because my kids, they don't have science, they don't have social studies, so I get bored and I teach them new things. That's how I am. Yeah, so it's I would take, I would put a summary of the story and why we're doing it and how parents could help. And then the materials, if they, for the November, I'm doing the Mayflower and the first Thanksgiving and elections, but Mayflowers. And one of the projects is constructing a boat. It ain't got to be the Mayflower, because that's way out of all of our scopes. But I'm not that talented. But I would put that on there. The materials in it, popsicle sticks or the tongue depressors and some string. It'd be a list of things that they need in case, and why we're doing it, how they can help, how not to help, and suggestions they have, worries they have. Right now, we have a chance to really use Google Classroom the way it's supposed to be used, and we're going to use the way we're supposed to use it. And like I said, I have this one. I have I told you, I had the whole year planned out, and my mom made me stop because we don't know what's going to be like. So I have September, October, and November done, and December. So December was I wanted my kids to write thank you letters to people who've helped them out. People like siblings who sometimes don't get, the thanks they deserve. So since I like reading, I paired it with 2 books. And instead of it just being a writing assignment, maybe I'll use Flipgrid, where they can make a video of it, where they can make them reading a story or reading the thank you letter or something like that. And then, of course, I have this book, the thank you letter. By the way, y'all can borrow these too. So it's about a little girl who writes thank you letters to people in her neighborhood. I know, it's so sweet. And also this one, where is it? Dear Juno, this one's about a little boy and his grandma. So his grandmom does not speak English or write English, and he does not write Korean, but they speak in pictures, and she sends pictures his way and he sends pictures back that way. And it was like, see, look at this picture. Right? These are terrific for teaching letter writing, and it's a way that, that's our literacy. It doesn't always have to be words. Sometimes it's being able to express yourself. And I'm thinking pairing that with our publishing to the web with Google sites, and giving them a place where parents can find the story themselves if they want to keep it. Who knows? Or where they can find a library. In the library. What other books do I have? So many books. I'm not even gonna lie. So yeah, let's get back to it. So any of said books that you would let me know. I got my scale and my posters printed out, so I can, like I said, just find some envelopes and mail them off. And this one. Creating Anywhere, Anytime Classroom. The problem is I don't like school. I don't like school. And if everyone's a teacher, there will be no paras to guide the other paras. I like being a para because I like being able to reach the ones that can't nobody reach. And I like having the small groups. And I know all that paperwork they be doing. Oh yeah. I didn't think of that when tapping into your local library. I gotta see. I'm up the block from the library. So there's that. Yeah, so it's like I like being a para because I like my small groups. I like being able to go around like that. I looked at that scope and sequence crap, and I looked at the standards, and no, it's too many rules for me. It's just it's too many rules. I like being able to go around stuff every once in a while. And be like, oh, I'm not a teacher, so I ain't have to follow that one. Sorry. Yeah, they learn. They learn. And I like being a para. I like being able to have my small groups. It's more personal. I don't have to worry about homework and grading homework. Well, I give them some homework every once in a while, but not really. See, yeah, no paperwork. My mom's a sub too, but she's in North Carolina. That's a whole different kind of thing. But I'm so excited, these books. And like I said, we got the Google Apps for Littles, and I'm trying to think how. I know what we're going to do. Our homework. Thanks, Tina. Our homework. I got it. This is what our homework is going to be. We're going to set up our Google site. We'll start on it because it's going to take us a while. And I know I'm going to go like this. But we should set up, so at least we'll have one. And when class first starts, when they're back, the parents will have access to it, or they'll know it's there. Because, let me see. I'm just trying to picture, because I have O'Brien's class and Strausser's class, Google Sites. I'm just trying to figure out how to smush it all in there. Yeah, Sophia, it's like you're able to, you don't have to focus on like PSSAs and the PASA and like what I did last year is I asked my teacher, I said, so what do they need to know about the PASA? I was like, I know they got the math stuff. I said, but what are they missing? He's like, if they really learn some science, I know you're teaching it, but 3 states of matter. Oh, okay. Water cycle it is. What's the next one? And he was like, yeah, where things flow enough, and we can actually go to the standard site. I got it written down somewhere, and you just go where it says alternative testing, and it'll give you the standards that they're supposed to learn. Standards. Never understood them anyway. And what you do is you find a project that teaches them. No one said it had to be straight fiction. It could be historical fiction. No one said it had to be, the corrective reading or the corrective math book to learn how to do the standard. Everybody just does it because that's what they say, but it's about being brave and be like, you know what, we're going to try this a different way. And like I said, Project-Based Learning, one of my favorite books. I learned from, where did I go? Oh, I did one down at the art museum. Was the art museum? One of the, y'all do know for your training hours that you can technically go on Cornerstone, and if it says for any teacher, you can take it, right? If you find something interested, take it. That's how I found the Green Futures. I was bored. And I saw it and I said, okay, well, we did butterflies the year before. Let's work with water next year. And there was a class on from Green Futures, and I spent, 2-3 days in the Franklin Institute, and then I had one day at the Fairmount Waterworks. It was paid. And I got a lovely lunch and a little breakfast, but the lunch was like, okay, the food at the Franklin Institute, not the stuff that they give you in the little, that you buy, but the catered part, the food is so good. Like, it's very rare for you. It's good. But anyway, that is what they do. And all you do is you build your project from standards backwards. So if you do let's say the Weather Channel or the weather chart, and you want to, make it into a YouTube channel, or where they learn how to use technology, there's standards for it. And it'll cover reading, science, writing, and math all at the same time. It's fun, useful, and they don't even feel like they're learning anything. They think they're having fun. And it covers the standards, and they only realize it. So it's definitely doable. And the Shakes Museum, that's another one. Reading, science, math, all at the same time. And there's no worksheets involved. And they get to create and be creative and learn new things that are relevant, that they care about. And that's part of the reason why I do this. And I really want us this time, chuck the worksheets, please. Just chuck them. We don't need them. We don't. And if anybody's worried about technology, we can all band together, learn together. There's a book that you think I need to buy, that you need to read. That's what Parapower is for. Buy the book, put it in the library. There you go. Borrow the book. Like I said, there's plenty of books. I have I keep showing y'all more and more books. 50 Strategies for Cognitive Engagement. The Kiba wanted this one. I have not touched it yet. That's why it's all pristine and no tabs. And I ran out of Post-its, but we ain't gonna see nothing about that part. And then Think Like Socrates. Using questions to invite wonder and empathy in the classroom. This has grades 4 to 12, but we can scale the questions down. It ain't that hard. Think, wonder, share, think, pair, whatever the other one's called. Some stupid weird one. But there you go. We have all of that. And if you need any help, I'm here. I am definitely here. I will try to If I can remember, I'll remember everybody's email address or find it. But I did set us up a Google Classroom. I did. I'm proud of myself for that. That we can, post stuff in for just for us. See, I called it Para Book Club too. So I can definitely, I know Keep is in here. That's the class code, meet people. And Ann's in here. So all you do, let me know if you want it and I'll just do it. I'll just add you to it. Let me show you to you. Because I put the drag and drop in it last week, the background for it. And in this week, I'll probably do the weather chart once I finish looking at it. That way we'll have, and how to do a Google Sites. So here it is. Here's our stream to keep us in here. And I'm going to put like materials. That's my main menu. Our materials and stuff in here. So if I can find the drag and drop. Oh, here it is. So I did the drag and drop for us. You're welcome, Sophia, anytime. So like the drag and drops in here, maybe I'll add, I'll take pictures of some of these. I mean, let me know which ones are like, if you want to do project-based learning. Like I said, there are plenty of books over here. And I have no problems. If you don't want the whole book, if you just want like one of the projects out of it, I will scan the crap out of this and email it to you. And I'll post it into the Google Classroom. So we'll have it. And the same thing with the interactive notebook, the interactive class. Even if you don't want the whole book, you say, hey, Leah, send me something on video, like Flipgrid or something easy for our kids to do, or technology that they can do. Scan it in, email it for you. We're all in this together. Oh, God, I said we're all in this together. High School Musical just played in my head, so excuse me for a little bit. So that's about it, guys. Like I said, if you feel that there's any book that I'm missing that you need, let me know. If you need to borrow any of these, parapower@gmail.com or Facebook me. Hey, Leah, this book is in the library. Send it to me. Or I just need page 10, or I need something for shapes. I need something for addition. Is there a project for that? Let me know. Addition, there's actually a game in here for that one, by the way. It's like they can make a game or class. Oh, I like the one about animal habitats and class pets. I plan to use my own turtle for that one. But that's what we're here for. Well, that's what I'm here for. And that's what Parapower is here for, to help each other out, because we're not on our own, but we're going to have to fill in the gaps ourselves. And I cannot wait. So next week, I think what we're going to do is we're going to work. I'm going to really look through this. I think I'm going to go slide us through Google Sites. See if I can find it in this book for real. And then, yes, we can. We can focus on preparing for the fall virtual reopening. All right, so do you want to focus more on preparing a site for them for parents, or how about, like the first couple weeks, first couple days lessons? Let me. I'm open to it. So for fall virtual opening, maybe setting up a first lesson or a first parents corner. We can do that. So like we can go to like our Google Classroom, set up the like a parents corner in the first one, or introducing ourselves, or we can go back through and do a more intense study of Google Classroom where we find our little fun tricks, especially. Where's my Google Classroom book? Lord, I haven't got so many books I can't find them. This one. Oh, giving para options, yes. 50 things you can do with Google Classroom. All right. So, yes, I will actually work on that one. Giving para, yes. I will do that. We can work on that. We can set it. Yeah, we'll build a website. We'll build our network out, and we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, but we'll work on that. Yeah, we can do that. Next Saturday, we can work on that. Oh, y'all do know to get your laptops, right? I don't care if you have one at home. The school district is giving out laptops. Go get your laptop. Starting the 19th. We should get many options for the starting of the school year. Yes. Okay. Okay. I like that. Yeah, we can give it many options for starting the school year, and then we can collaborate with their teachers. All right, so we'll do like the first ways, like the parents corner, like setting up an assignment parents corner, setting up our Google Classrooms for ourselves or putting a folder, and I still haven't figured that part out. I'll play with that one. Google Sites, so it would have like all of our information on there and how to have it translated in different languages. And I'm going to talk to like Rodrigo and Laura, who are like in touch with a lot of BCAs, and see what things they need from us SPED assistants to help their families, because they are technically their parents too, and how we can smush it all together and give parents the options. Like Google Classroom, Google Sites, maybe another Bitmoji. Yeah. And simple as something is like an introduction, a video where it'll introduce new parents to us, the class, and a list of materials or things. This is how you can get in touch with us. This is how, this is our Google Sites. This will have everything we need that you need from us. Because I've seen some sites like that. Facebook is amazing. These different groups, by the way. Amazing. Yeah. I will work on that this week. I will actually sit down with pen and paper, because I still love pen and paper, and I will write out the different options that we can do, and then we can go over it, place it in our very own Para Book Club, and then it can be shared out. This is not super secret Sam. If you know somebody that needs it, just to say, this is where you go, and this is where you can find it. That's all. Whew. All right, so I have homework. I have homework to do, and I will definitely do that for everybody. I do like the option of giving parents many options on how to start the school year, because we're jumping in blind here. It's like being thrown into the deep end. We kind of paddled in the spring, but now we got to do some real swimming this year, even with the hybrid. All right, guys. So Wednesday, I will do a video on setting up Google Sites, and if I can get through the boring video about the weather chart, that's what I'll do. But most likely it'll be Google Sites. So I will see y'all all next week. Videos on Wednesday. The podcast is Monday. Made it on iTunes. Woohoo! Working on Pandora and other stuff. So I will see y'all all next week. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.